Today we're going to be speaking with the founder and chief evangelist of End of Waste Foundation, Ionut Georgescu.
Hi everybody.
And he has a lot of previous experience about waste that we're very happy to bring to the American market. Can we learn more about you?
Thank you very much, Christina. Thank you for joining us today in End of Waste Foundation YouTube channel. I discovered waste management and recycling almost 15 years ago in Europe, in Eastern Europe, in a former communist country, Romania. Asking myself, what is my goal in life? What do I love to do? How can I change? How can I contribute positively to this world? And even I have had a background in law. I finished a college in Romania, in law, in commercial law. I discovered that something in environment is moving me forward. And when I discovered and I analyzed how much value do we lose by sending the waste to landfill, by leaving the waste in our nature. 15, 20 years ago, we still have had problems in Romania with illegal dumping of waste into our forest, near our rivers, and polluting our earth. I said, I have to do something. I was a young father also, and I said, I have to change something for the future of my kids. And I started making conferences, participating on conferences, trying to understand as much as I can. I remember also, I did something crazy in one weekend. I asked a waste truck driver to accept me in his truck.
That's awesome.
And let's go and understand what is going on after the bin, because we have had in that moment only one bin to put everything was there. Mm-hmm. And I understood the impact of our choices when we generate waste and we put everything together, because contaminating the waste into a single bin, it's crazy. This was in Europe 2006, 2007, and Romania was acceding European Union. And we discovered the world of recycling, environment protection, extended producer responsibility, separate collection, pay-as-you-throw, systems which have been implemented in Western Europe in the last 30, 40 years. And we said, okay, let's learn from here and let's see how we can change the context of a former communist country from a non-environmental friendly to a high recycling rate. We are still working on this one, but we grow so much in the last years, in the last 10 years, 15 years, and we have, for example, on packaging waste, we achieve almost 70% recycling rates for our packaging.
Wow.
We still have problem on food waste, on industrial waste and construction, but especially on packaging waste, we did a great job in the last 15 years. I discovered extended producer responsibility and how to work with all the stakeholders, what's happening after this. I was lucky enough also, on the beginning I started an NGO, and I was one of the fewest NGOs going so deep in waste management and waste recycling. And I was lucky in 2010, after fighting with the government to do something, the Minister of Environment from Romania said, okay, you fight so much with us, come here and write the law. Do something positive in this one. So for a few years, for 3 years, I was waste director in Romania and also a member of the technical committee in European Commission, and trying to go further with the legislation and understand more how we can correlate the markets, the citizens' needs, the citizen desires with the legislation. In 2011, also, again, I was lucky. Romania was appointed to have the presidency of the Consumption and Sustainable Development Program 19 to prepare the Rio 2020 agreement, which have been next the Paris Agreement. And I was appointed as Chief of Staff of the President of this group I was traveling around the world and discovering what's happening with the waste in Africa, in Asia, in South America, in North America, even in the United States. In that moment, I remember for a couple of months in New York at the UN headquarters, and I discovered a lot of differences, especially between language. Sometimes, and here I can give you an example, we have recycling centers, which are collection centers, because in a recycling center, no recycling is happening.
Correct.
We just collect, we separate, and we send them. We have a recycling bin, but nobody inside the bin is recycling our waste for us. We have bottle bills, and in the bottle bill, unfortunately, we do not reuse the bottles. We just give some incentives for the bottles to be put back into the system and to increase a little bit the recycling rates. So I discovered with passion this world, what's happening after the bin, and yeah, we did some great results. In 2013, I started this entrepreneurship history journey in waste management, starting from zero with some couple of colleagues. I have been 4 in our office in a room, very small room in Bucharest, Romania. In 2018, we recycled 200,000 tons of packaging waste in Romania through our systems.
Wow.
We help brands to be sustainable. Big brands also in Romania like Asahi, or the Romanian Coors Miller brand, which is Bergen beer, retailers Lidl and Kaufland. We work for them and help them to recycle. So we manage in total 200,000 tons of packaging waste each year in this moment. We have a small recycling plant for PET bottles, and we are increasing our activity. We try to innovate more into collection system in Romania in order to have less contamination and better quality in waste packaging in this one. And in 2018, we started the journey here in the United States by founding End of Waste Foundation. And it's a public service corporation established in the United States, and we are working in California, with the headquarters here in Orange County, Costa Mesa, but we help United States grow recycling. Our commitment is to achieve up to 85% recycling rate for glass and aluminium till 2030. And if we take the numbers, if we go back 60 years ago, and when we recycled 6%, now in 2000, almost 20, we recycle maybe a little bit more than 30% of the glass. If we keep this pace of growing, 85% maybe in 100 years. But our goal is to innovate so much, to learn that in less than 11 years, in 10 years, to grow from 30 to 85% for glass and aluminium. Why glass and aluminium? We'll speak about this, and we'll discuss which is the advantage in this area. And here we are using technology to bring trust and transparency, and for you to understand what's happening after the bin. We discovered that using blockchain, we can show you exactly who is doing what, when, and how can we really boost recycling. And especially now when we hear so many news about illegal transboundary movements of the waste to poor countries in Africa, to countries in Asia, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, ban already all the waste imports from United States and European Union because of the quality of the waste. We send them the waste, we said that it will be recycled, but in reality, we move the trash from our backyard to their backyard, and we create pollution there.
Correct.
But the pollution doesn't have border, and the CO2 doesn't have borders. So let's discover more about waste and what we can do really to protect our earth. Thank you, Christina.